What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy Behind Radio Shouter, and as always, I got my podcast partner up in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, aka Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
Yes, sir, boy. We got a lot to talk about today, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy right now, Wick. You know, according to TMZ, they're saying that, you know, T Hood, who was murdered over the weekend, the cops are saying that the suspect is the son of Kirk and Rasheeda Frost, going by the name of Kai. And right now, according to Fox 5, they're saying that the shooting occurred on Friday around 7 p.m. and according to police, the initial investigation revealed a domestic disturbance involving a female at the home. Police said the female was injured during the argument, and officials stated that the shooter arrived at the residence after the argument and tried to separate himself from the situation. The shooting then took place, killing T Hood, whose legal name is Tevin Hood, according to the police. The shooter remained at the scene and is cooperating with investigators. A witness to the shooting is also cooperating with authorities as well, man. So that's according to Fox 5 right now. And that's just really what we have. It, you know, the city has really been depressed about this whole situation, you know, being that, you know, T Hood, he was a part of the, you know, industry in the city doing his thing and coming up. You know, shout out to DJ Plug, that's who I met T Hood through, was DJ Plug, because they had a close working relationship as well, man. And I know my thoughts and prayers are to T Hood, his family, and DJ Plug and the whole gang over there. But I mean, it's just a sad situation once again for everybody involved. What are your thoughts on what's going on, Wick?
Whew, Lord have mercy. It's hard for me to talk about this right now. One, because we don't have all the information that I need to be able to say, because a lot of people are going to want to hear me say, Wick, do you think it's going to go this way, or do you think the case is going to go this way? So first of all, it's too early for me to tell because I don't know all the particulars of the case. I have been hearing things, but I don't want to be irresponsible and put something out there just that I have heard that isn't factual yet. So therefore, I'm going to say that I will definitely be back tomorrow, the day after that, as stuff develops in this. Now, looking at this on the surface, what stuck out to me when you read that, you said that there was a domestic, dispute. So everybody kind of knows that was between him and Rasheeda's daughter, Rasheeda and Kurt, the daughter. And what stuck out to me is when you said that the shooter arrived. Now, in my street, law enforcement, we all jailhouse lawyers, and I've seen this type of situation before, and not just one time. What's gonna be the issue here is if there was already a weapon at the place where the dispute happened. So meaning, if there's the victim, there's the aggressor, and there's a weapon already there involved, we have a great chance for self-defense when it comes to something, because I didn't go with the intent. So even if somebody was jumping on my sister or my mother, I didn't come with an intent to kill someone. If I bring a gun to a knife fight, or bring a gun to a domestic abuse situation, there's no self-defense for it, and I've seen it. What they'll say is that when you were called or when you came, you could have brought law enforcement with you to deal with that. You had a choice to bring a gun or bring law enforcement. And that's what they're gonna say. That's how it's gonna be painted. If there's a gun, if there's a victim, if there's an aggressor, and there's a gun already at the place, and one party is either trying to get to the weapon or the other party feels like this party is trying to get to the weapon. Then you have a he said, she said over, I thought my life was in danger, and there was already a weapon present. Nobody brought the weapon, and it wind up going down. When a person brings the gun to the altercation, the police are gonna view it as you had time to think it was premeditated. What did you think was gonna happen when you went over there? Even if you went over there and said, you know what, I was just going to break it up. That's what they're saying now. I was going to break it up. Well, what's going to happen if you go over there to break it up and the guy says, you know, fuck you, or he says the wrong thing, or he tries to take the gun from you, or any of these things go down, you're going to be forced to have to shoot him, or he keeps jumping on your sister. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm interested to see is, did the son bring the gun to the fight?
Yeah.
If you brought the gun to the fight, you have a problem. If the gun was already present, you have a fighting chance of saying, hey, that was a weapon present. I just want to make sure that he didn't get it. And by any means necessary, you know, I made sure that he didn't get it and hurt me and my sister in the process of getting it. It's as simple as that.
Well, no, I definitely feel where you're coming from with it. For me, when I'm looking at this whole situation, Wick, it's like, it hurts me because it's about de-escalation of these situations before it even gets to that point, man. How can we get to a point in the community to where, you know, the stuff don't escalate that fast to where somebody has to die?
Well, another thing too, that was the first hand. Anytime that we get the stress call from a loved one, those are things that will make a man kill, or make a female kill. That stress call, hearing your mama, son, this nigga over here jumping on me. Hearing your sister, Wick, baby dad over here jumping on me. Hearing my own son say, yeah, I'm over here dealing with this female, and I don't call her cheating, she got 5 niggas outside waiting on me. That stress call makes you come urgently with bad intentions, with intentions to end it. And so it's hard to blame a person for that also. That's the moral part of it. So you have the law part of it, what I just broke down at the beginning. The moral part of it is that stress call. It makes us go crazy. It's gonna have you flying to a scene, flying somewhere with the intentions of family first. Family first. By all means necessary, I don't care who right or who wrong. When I get there, we gonna end it. We gonna straighten it. And a lot of people get themselves in that situation very, very quickly.
I agree with that 1,000%, and that's one of the dead ends to a lot of folks' lives. And the question is, how do we prevent that? Because yes, the stress call does stress everybody out. But the question is, at the end of the day, if nobody's walking away from the stress call, if somebody walking away with the rest of their life in prison and somebody else walking away on a stretcher going to the morgue, then nobody won after this stress call was made. So before we get to the point where we're making all these stress calls, how do we de-escalate these situations? Can we get up and walk away? Can we just stop dealing with people that cause us to have this kind of stress? What do we do to make sure that we don't get to that point? Because it's called preventive maintenance. We got to maintain before we get to those points. You got to see around the corner that, hey man, this relationship I got is a volatile relationship. Maybe I don't need to be in it, because if I stay in a volatile relationship, all it's going to do is escalate to another level. The first level, we arguing. The next level, we hitting. The next level, folks are shooting. And that's just the bottom line with that.
And this is going to hurt to say this to a lot of the people out there. It's called tough love. My mother taught me this young. My mother would say, if I call and say, you know, I just need to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? This broad over here tripping. You know, she's handling me. She's talking crazy about me and out here in the streets. Even putting her hands on me, because women put their hands on you.
Oh, they'll beat your ass.
You understand that?
Yeah.
And my mama would say, well, what do you want me to do? What do you do? See, my mama, that stress call didn't work with Beverly Barber, because what she would always say was, get your toothbrush and a pair of drawers and get the fuck on.
Yeah.
And I would be like, you know, well, I just bought the couch and I just bought the big screen TV. I always got an excuse for why I wouldn't remove myself from the situation. It's always an excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that person. Or they ain't that bad all the time. Or I don't invest too much into this broad.
Yeah.
You know, niggas say that all the time. You know, they rather kill everybody around. Because they don't invest too much into this broad. And my mom used to say, I'm not coming to the stress call on that right there, because like what you just said, that could be prevented. Yeah. That could be prevented. Yeah. And it's sad, but I think that, you know, with the situation, I'm not sure. This couldn't have been the first time. These could have been the first flags we've seen. See, this would be the end result a lot of the times, because we didn't do what you said do. Yeah. Remove us. Everybody got the pride. Everybody, you know, too invested in that other person to walk away and take a L. I'm $100,000 into this chick. Nails, toes, hair, cribs, cars, everything. I'd be damned if I walk away. I don't care. No, that nigga all that shit. Nobody don't want to take the L and say, you know what? I made a bad decision dealing with this person right here. This person is volatile. And when you don't do that right there, the preventive maintenance, what you just said. Yeah. Have that third eye. Yeah. To be able to see the forecast. That's a big sense that we have to tap into. Being able to forecast. Yeah. In sports, let me predict what defense they're going to run. Let me predict what offense they're going to run, because I'm trying to win out here. They keep hitting me with this. I see this. I don't seen this before. Oh, I remember. I know what this looks like. Let me prevent this.
Answer me this, though, Wick. In your life, though, man, how many decisions did you make, and how many times did you have to make this right decision that prevented you from going to jail or dying or hurting somebody?
Plenty of times.
And that's the muscle that folks needs to be exercising out here.
Plenty of times.
Because it only takes one time.
Absolutely.
And folks got to look at every decision like it might be the last decision that they make. I think a lot of folks don't take life as serious as they should, because I've seen, you've seen, we've all experienced and seen firsthand that one decision has cost people their entire lives.
Absolutely. And the people around you.
And the people around you.
Because we don't know how this, when it all shakes out, will affect Rasheeda and Kirk, which are friends of the podcast. That's why it hurts me to even sit up here and speak on this. Yeah. Rasheeda is my friend. Yeah. You know, I don't go for Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah. But I remember when Kurt had the studio. Yeah. Kurt was instrumental for people that don't know here in Atlanta. Yeah. We know here in Atlanta. Dilo had the studio.
Come on.
We used to all go over there and record. This was when Rasheeda was in the Capers. Yeah. You understand that? A lot of people don't know that we were on the same label when we first started. So I'm not speaking about somebody that I don't know. Yeah. And I'm not sitting up here detached from what Rasheeda and Kurt are presently going through with the decisions that the kids have made, which can come back and affect their career. Yeah. Down the road as all this unravels. Yeah. Because if it goes a certain kind of way, now what does that leave them with their career? You know, they're public figures. Yeah. So it's ugly, but at the same time, a young man did lose his life, right or wrong or indifferent. I'm not sitting up there taking up for him. I'm not sitting up there taking for, Sheeda and Kurt them. As you just said, behind, it's all ugly. Yeah. And once you got a lot of people that don't want to take the L, whether it's the L of love, the L of finances, the L of just, pride. Yeah. Once you too big,
Yeah.
To take the L and say, you know what? I made a bad decision with this woman. I made a bad decision with this man. He could have made the decision also. And the pride, it'd be hard.
Yeah.
To jump in that car with them drawers and that toothbrush.
Come on.
After everything that you done accomplished with this female, and say, you know what? I made a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, once again, my thoughts and prayers are with T. Hood's family, the Frost family. Hopefully they get some clarity in the situation, man. And once again, Wick, is just another devastating loss to the culture and to the city. You know, a young man trying to amount to something out here in these streets, chasing his dreams. And, you know, for it to end like it ended is just sad for everybody involved, man.
For everybody involved. A bunch of bad decisions.
Yeah.
And we'll see more about this as this is going to be something that's ongoing. This is just you and I first glance at this.
Yeah.
I don't know the case in particular, but I do agree with you 1,000% on that. 90% of the time, this stuff can be avoided by using that third eye and saying, you know what, I made a mistake with this person. Yeah. And, you know, it only take one time. I
think that's another thing too. You know, after that one time, you got to get the hell out of there.
You got to get the hell out of there.
By the second time, you better not wait for the third strike.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's the best way to explain that.
Absolutely.
Right there. Y'all hit the comments, man, and we'll holler at y'all in a minute. Be High Radio Shout it. Big Galaxy. We gone.